Hey. Don't get the wrong idea, bro. Y'all don't get the wrong idea, man. I ain't going in, bro. I'm locked in. Alright. Here we go. Dragonage Veilguard. Want to let y'all know now. I already made my character, so we'd save a whole lot more time. And also, I'm not gonna be super boring and play a class I usually would play, or make choices I usually would make, or play with a character that I usually wouldn't play with, which is a female character in a game that you can self-insert. This is the first. I will be playing I don't know how she looks, bro. She look Latin, a little Asian, goth, adjacent, yeah. Yep, shout out to all the goth and alt baddies. Can fuck with your boy. Yeah, you got the mage class, warrior class, which uses a sword shield. Then you have the rogue class, which uses dual blades. Badass. But, of course, I made Witch Mommy 2009 Roar XD. So I'll be using the mage class. So I'll put tats on her and all that. I'm perpetrating like a motherfucker. And I'm also whistleblowing. Just in case to let those all goth baddies fuck with your boy. Now, what faction do I want to join? That's the question. That is the $1 million question. Antivin Crows. Rook is an Antivin Crow. Swift knives in the dark. The crows are ruthless assassins, both respected and feared as Antiva's shadowy protectors. Under their wing. Gain reputation with the Antivin Crows more quickly. Open contract. Deal increased damage as Antim. Damage versus Antim. Hidden pouch. Holds an extra potion. Might need that. Not gonna lie, bro. I know little to nothing about Dragon Age. Didn't play Inquisition. Didn't play anything else before that. Faction, the Mournwatch. Rook is a Mournwatcher. This elite necromantic order explores the mysteries of life and death. And tends to the undead in Navarra's sprawling grand necropolis. Sounds about up my alley for this character. Recognize name. Gain reputation with the Mourn Watchers more quickly. Return to the grave. Deal increased damage versus the undead and demons. I think I kind of know what the undead is. It's like undead vampires and stuff like that. Or haunted armor. I don't know. Acute afflictions. You can apply an additional affliction stack on targets. Yummy. That might be nice. Surname Ingelvar. Lord of Fortunes. Rook is a Lord of Fortune, an informal collection of explorers, hunters, and treasure seekers from Ravine. The rowdy lords are famed for both daring exploits and narrow escapes. Together in glory, gain reputation with the Lord of Fortune more quickly. Healthy competition, deal increased damage versus mercenaries. Relentless. Perform takedown on enemies with slightly less effort. Wonder what that means. Like, I guess when they say slightly less effort, they are kind of pertaining to I wouldn't have to take as much health from my opponent. Be able to trigger the takedown earlier. Surname later. Ladier. Shadow dragons. Rook is a shadow dragon. This underground resistance opposes corrupt rulers and slavery in Tenventer. Taventer. How did he come up with these names, man? Coming from all walks of life, they are determined to bring justice to the people. Sounds about right. Light in the dark. Gain reputation with the shadow dragons more quickly. Okay. Never to rise. Deal increased damage versus divinatory. Resourceful. Your class specific resource regenerates slightly faster. That's nice. I hope I can choose my drip, no matter what faction I go with. Or surname Merkar. Veil jumpers. Oh, see, this looks way better on her. And the fact the tattoos are out. Yeah, Shay, this looks fat. Rook is a veil jumper. This daring group explores ancient elven ruins in the Arthlethen forest. Although founded by elves, they welcome anyone brave enough to face Arthlethen's reality-warping magic. Close to the veil. Gain reputation with the veil jumpers more quickly. Attuned strikes. Deal increased damage versus fade touch. Keen eye. Deal slightly increased critical and weak point damage. Now that's nice. Surname Thorn. Grey Wardens. This also looks sick. Rook is a Grey Warden, an ancient military order sworn to battle the Darkspawn and other monsters. The Wardens undergo secret unbreakable rites that grant them supernatural powers against the dark. Bonded in blood. Yeah, okay. Blight Killer. Deal increased damage versus Darkspawn. Vigilant training. Base defense and health are slightly increased. I probably need that. The whole making her goth / alt adjacent, like, you know what I'm saying? You know, deal with more necromancy and dark magic stuff, you know. I think we're gonna go with the Morn Watchers, man. I'm gonna try to RP the heck out of this. Wish me luck. Backstory. Oh my word. Defender of the Dead. When relentless spirits threaten the inhabitants of the Grand Necropolis, Rook took decisive action to protect both the living and the dead. Discovered by an undead inside a necropolis tomb as an infant. Rook was raised by Morn Watchers, necromancers, eventually joining the order during a civil war between the undead nobility. Known later as the War of the Banner, she led a daring attack on the rebellion's dueling leaders. It was a success, quelling the war and saving lives, but Rook's destruction of these undead nobles was controversial. Some Morn Watchers feared Rook had offered the Order's aristocratic patrons and encouraged her to travel for a while. Yeah, they play 8, man. Select and experience. These settings can be changed at any time. Selecting Nightmare cannot be undone without starting a new play. Okay. Overcome punishing. I guess we'll do Underdog. Took long enough. How long did that take? Almost an hour. All right, we logged in though, so wake up.
So, where were we? Oh, right. Him. Our best plan is to stop the Dreadwolf before he can perform his ritual. After following his trail across half the known world, we finally tracked him to Minrathous, capital of the Tevinter Imperium. But to find the Dreadwolf in a city this big, we need a local expert. So, naturally, our story begins where all great stories begin. With the seediest bar in town. And a missing contact.
Really now. Hey yo, you good?
Let's try this again.
That
Where's
was me.
Ned Gallus?
I'm a mage, bro.
You think you can come into my bar and make demands.
Ooh. Try to convince the bar owner to give her. Fuck that shit. Let's run the fade.
Nev Gallus is my only shot at finding the Dreadwolf. I'm not leaving until I know where she is. Be ready to talk by the time I get to you.
Darling, you're adorable.
Yo! Oh.
Not enough gold in the world for this.
Now where you going?
Barak, now!
Come
Meet Bianca. She'd like you to stay a while.
Steel chair! Steel chair! Oh! Where you going? Colbert.
Nev Gallus.
Nevi
Dumat
Gallus.
Plaza. The Venatori cultists took her to Dumat Plaza.
Thanks.
Slap her eye.
Your friend Nev Gallus is at Dumat Plaza.
I heard. That's why you're my second in command. Although, for the record, there was probably an easier way to do that than fighting an entire bar.
Varric has noted that you like action more than words. Although, for the record, there was probably an easier way to do that than fighting an entire bar. I had you on my side. Whatever works. Okay, but...
It got us Nev's location.
Hey, yo, I made a baddie, dog. This motherfucker badder than a motherfucker.
Come on. Harding will be worried.
Should have put some mods
All
on.
right.
Should have played on PC.
Break's over.
So I could actually make this game cultured. And I'd really play the game.
I hope Nev's as good at finding people as you claim.
She's the best damn detective I've ever met. If she says she's got a lead on Solus, I believe her.
What a pretty world. Oh, yeah, this is sick.
The Archon's
Nice.
palace. Something must have gotten them riled up.
Should we be in more of a hurry to get out of here?
This is
We
dope,
don't want to look
dude.
conspicuous. Just get out of here nice and casual. Find Nev Gallus and stop Solus.
Nice. Okay, can't go over there. Look at these characters. Dang, she looks cool too. Look at the cat. Oh, you're great, just like my fee. Pet the cat. Let me pet the kitten. Move it. That crossbow is sick. Oh, what's good with you, gang?
Androst, I bless you.
Oh yeah, now this is what I'm talking about. This is a game.
You still think you can
Gorgeous.
talk him down before he starts his big ritual?
That ritual is going to tear down the veil. The only thing separating us from the Fade and
this is
its
so
endless
cool.
number of demons. I have to talk him down.
Be able to create a world like this is awesome. Y'all got that stuff? Hit me up when you got the lean or ten. Zero Suit Samus is in this game?
Wait! But I didn't do anything!
She's more Sonya Blade-ish.
Get down.
Are they after us? Is it because of the bar?
Word travels fast in Minrathous.
We've got to help her.
We don't have time to get arrested, especially if we... Oh, crap.
We're too late.
The ritual started. But if we hurry, we can still stop Solus before it finishes. Let's go!
Dude, this looks
On this
insane.
way. She'll get us to Dumont Plaza, then Nev will get us to Solus.
This rock.
Watch out!
Whoa! What am I looking at? What's that
Soulless
thing?
summoning demons on purpose.
I guess as
Yo!
the veil is weakening.
She just got
and they're slipping
DK'd
through the
forward
cracks.
throw.
And when the veil comes down completely,
Oof!
And the whole world is going to look a lot like this.
Oh yeah. This
Come on, this way.
is a very
to get us
nimble
to Harding.
dwarf. I don't want to stop. Oh, my character got bounced.
You're safe now. Get inside and bar the doors quick as you can, okay?
Thank you, miss.
Harding, you all right?
I've been doing what I can to help. The ritual must be weakening the veil. There are a lot of scared people out here.
And a lot of demons. Haven't seen this many come through the Fade in years.
And what about you two? Are you okay?
What are you doing?
We're good, but we need to move.
Agreed. Solus isn't waiting, neither can we.
Have you got my gear?
Right over there. Where's Nevgalis? Wasn't she at the meeting point?
The Venatori got to her first. They grabbed her before we arrived and
Nice.
paid off the bar owner to keep it quiet.
I'm not surprised our detective did something to piss off a cult of murderous blood mages, but their timing stinks. The bar owner said the Venatori took Nev to Dumont Plaza. Can you get us there, Harding?
Not a problem. I saw Dumont Plaza while I was scouting the area, and it was crawling with Venatori. Follow me.
Eyes up. We've got company.
Demon.
Whoa, they pulled up. Alright, combat basics. Perform a light attack with square. Use your light attack up to 3 times in a row to create an attack chain. The last hit is in a final attack. Fires multiple bolts simultaneously. Defeat the demon.
Here they come.
Strongest attacks. This magic fail. He's got blast.
That's the last of them.
Good. Let's get to Dumont Plaza and find Nev.
Alright,
You two all right? Patch yourselves up if you need it.
right on the D-pad.
I don't get it. If Solus tears down the veil, doesn't that destroy everything?
Solus always talked about how beautiful the ancient world was,
Oh yeah, they're
That
gonna
world
reward you
existed
for,
before
like,
the veil, and he wants to bring it back.
Oh yeah.
even if his ritual
Yeah, he
kills us
often
all in the
hate me.
process.
We got in this mode. Breaking every pot. Potions full. Potions full. Look at that. See? 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 Oh my goodness. What is that? More 9 gold? More gold. Even more gold. See that? Look at this. Let this be a lesson, everyone. Good games repay you when you explore. Good loot.
You are in violation of Imperial order.
Violation of Imperial
I
Oh,
think that's Dumont
whoa.
Plaza.
Let's move.
This is what I'm talking about.
They're the ones who made trouble at the bar.
Bro. Boy is getting pulled off.
Venatori cultists!
Bop it out, bop.
I hate these
You
assholes.
next. Bop, 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 bop. Ow. Can't, animation can't do it. My magic's stronger, ain't it green?
Looks like the Venatori put up a
They better let
barrier
me
to block
change
the
my
way.
fit, bro. Venatori have erected a barrier, destroy the nearby crystals, bring it down. Oh, okay.
Friendly bunch of cultists, aren't they?
We've had run-ins with them in
Dude,
the
this
past.
game is kind of sick.
They're always hunting for dangerous
I ain't
magic.
gonna lie.
Yep,
The
that's
nuance
them.
of her being able to jump on the tables. That is actually. Oh yeah, this combat is actually cool. Plays the taste of AAA video games. Anything over here? Nope. Oh, I love the fact that she can just shadow step like that. Whee!
Guess we're sliding down.
I feel like I'm missing something. You know what?
They're allies of Ned Gallus! Kill them
Come
all!
on. Arcane shot. Use L1 to select your new arcane shot ability. It requires 100 mana to use. Mages generate mana over time. Alright, mana usage. Great.
The Venatorial!
Another barrier. But it looks like Nev's work, not...
I'm always trying to find some combat tech or movement tech in single-player games. Dang, she is such a baddie, bro. Well, not her.
Varric, Harding. Not the worst timing.
Nev, it's so good to see you. We thought the Venatori had kidnapped you.
They thought the same thing. A lot of Venatori in the city have reason to hate me. Figured I'd play along. Find out who wanted to settle the score this time. Then the sky started raining demons. So I'm back on the job.
Appreciate it. Rook, this is Nev Gallus, our local expert. She's gonna help us find Solus. Nev, meet Rook. Harding and I found her a while back. Thought we could use an expert on trouble.
Rook, like the chess piece?
One of the strongest pieces on the board, but she tends to think in straight lines.
The strongest pieces on the board, but she tends to think.
We haven't got a lot of time. Varric said you had a lead on Solus.
You get right to the point.
I like how
I
seamless
haven't
the
seen Solus in person,
freaking
but I did find hints
prompts
of
are.
old magic, similar to what you get in elven ruins. I traced it to a building beneath Our Lady of Victory. That's where your man is hiding.
Then let's go. Before this ritual he's doing gets any worse.
Worse, this ritual's already drawing more power than I'd expect from a dozen mages. You told me he was working
time to drink
alone.
some more Max
I
Hard
also told
lemonade.
you he was an ancient elven god.
An elven god. Well, whatever he is, he's causing trouble in my city. Let's go.
That's good.
All citizens in the canal district must remain in their homes.
So, if we do catch Solus, or the Dread Wolf, whatever he calls himself, what's the plan?
He wants to bring down the veil. Hopefully that ritual takes his full attention.
Whoa.
So we catch him while he's doing his ritual,
Aw.
so he can't fight us.
That's the hope.
Is that
Comes
Romeo
to a
and
straight-up
Juliet?
fight, they're dead.
Is that Romeo and Juliet? Ha 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 ha. Yup, the breakable is just how rad Brad is And see, you see this? Just how Brad is addicted to breaking chairs and causing chairs to have a really bad day or a really bad time around him. I am the same way when it comes down to everything that's breakable. Dude, they got bodied. Hey. Oh, okay, I thought it was breakable. Well, let me just check. Ah. Alright. Yo, she can move on that leg? Dang, shorty. You tough.
We can slide down.
Yeah, this is a pretty game. Oh, yeah, I love this. Man. I need one of the homies to start a D&D campaign like this. This is lovely. This is absolutely lovely. Look at that. Look at that. Yeah, dang. Yeah, dang. All right. Lock in.
There. That's the building I tracked Solus to.
I absolutely love the fact that you can break
The Venatori also found it.
and jump.
And then demons found them.
Still got to play Baldur's Gate 3, but I think I got to play that with the homies or something, man, because that's an insanely long game from what I hear. Lads, this is another example. Explore, explore, explore. If your game has exploration, they better reward you for your exploration. They want you to take the time out and absorb the entire environment, dude. That is such a big thing for me. And I love when games do that. You are appreciated. I appreciate you a lot. Daniel, you must be talking about a fiat. Hold R2 to channel your magical energy into a beam. Channeling this attack consumes man. Oh. Ooh, hello. Come now, no need to be ugly. Ooh. No need to be that way, lad. Ow, ow. So you can break their incantation.
Enchantment on the entrance.
Pretty interesting, dude.
Venatori. They must have tracked the magic to this building as well.
And then the demons found them.
Couldn't have happened to a nicer bunch.
We should head back. Solus is probably inside.
Right on.
So this is the Dreadwolf's hideout.
One of them, at least. Not sure how long he's been here.
Some of this looks ancient.
Solus has been around longer than Manrathus itself.
Now this is awesome.
Broken chains. Solus is freeing slaves.
Solus hates slavery. One of the few things we actually agreed on.
Right?
He said the other elven gods were tyrants who oppressed his people. He was trying to help them.
Coin.
What do you
I
see?
like money.
No sign of Solus. Just a big glowing window or mirror or something.
You better at streaming and get
Well,
a stream
that
deck.
sounds ominous.
Play some sound clips or SFX for the memes.
Ancient elves doing something to a dragon, I think.
Yeah. Trying to control it, maybe?
Solus said the other elven gods were evil. If they were binding dragons, he was right about that much at least.
Hey, little buddy. Come and get some. This is what I'm talking about. Whoa. Mages can use the orb and dagger combination. Use square to attack with the orb. And triangle to attack. Orbs attacks much quicker than stab. Each hit with the orb applies an arcane mark to the target. On the third, it becomes an arcane bomb. Using triangle dagger attacks only the arcane bomb explode, dealing a large amount of bonus damage. Ow! Hit me for reading. Not nice. Barriers protect enemy. Oh, well. Hey, bro, I was getting my butt kicked.
Locked. There must be a way to open it. Let's look around.
Indubitably.
Air's full of magic. Solus used a lot of power for something.
Solus, the Dreadwolf, Fenharel. He's got a lot of names.
I always called him Juggles.
Nice work.
Let's see what's on the other side.
Fall damage? Yes, not. This looks pretty wild. What do we have here? This is a map.
This the big glowing window you saw earlier, Rook?
It's called an alluvian. They're elven and very old.
It acts like a doorway from one place to another. Solus uses them to get around quickly.
He must have gone through it.
Oh, no. I want to explore more.
Well, we're not in Minrathous anymore.
I know these trees. This is Arlethan Forest.
And there's your ritual. The power involved. I've never seen anything like it.
The tremors are getting worse.
And we've got demons.
I thought the demons were bad back in Minrathous.
The Fade's a mess this close to the ritual. No telling what could come through.
Does it feel like those tremors are getting worse?
Keep moving and try not to think about it.
ritual site lights up.
Not many of them left to light. Might want to hurry. Almost there. Quite a few of them, aren't there?
Nothing compared to how many we'll get if Solus finishes his ritual.
We have to stop this demon quickly.
Watch the lightning.
How did a demon this large get through the veil?
It's a pride demon. Damn thing probably sensed Solus's ego.
Everyone all right?
Good enough. Let's get to Solus.
I was so bad. I was selling so bad, bruh. Oh my gosh. That was horrible. That was horrible. You gotta forgive me for that gameplay. That was not good gameplay. I don't know how long my mic was muted. I didn't mean to press mute, but I guess I did when I was actually pushing my mic towards my mouth. I apologize.
All right. I'll take it from here.
Varric,
Are you sure?
Positive.
don't be a hero.
You three just keep the demons off me while I talk to him.
Varric, Solus isn't gonna stop just because an old friend asks nicely.
Solus needs someone to sell him another option, to help him justify changing his mind.
Dude, I really don't. Golly, I feel like Solus is gonna beam me in the back, dog. I do not trust him. When people do stuff like this, they're on some crash out mission. Logic does not apply. The ends will justify the means, so he will kill you. He has to, bruh. I don't need him to go alone, but... Oh, no.
Come on, Varric. We didn't come all this way just to talk to him.
He was my friend, Rook. I gotta try to reach him. But if he won't listen to me, then he'll hear from Bianca.
Well, looks like Varric is one of my favorite characters now.
More demons.
He's my favorite character. I like him.
Rook, take care of the team for me.
He better not die.
Hey, Chuckles. Hope I'm not interrupting.
Let's buy him some time.
Okay. Awkward landing point.
I hope Varric is getting through the Solus. We better talk fast.
We can't hold these demons off forever.
The Veil is a wound inflicted upon this world. It must be healed.
By
But you
drowning
did
the
it.
world in demons?
I have taken precautions to minimize the damage, Varric.
Minimize the... People are dying right now. You need to listen.
You upped it too quick, Varric.
Please.
People are always dying. It is what they do.
Shit. We need a better plan.
Do you want me to take the shot?
Won't work. He's too powerful.
What if we disrupt the ritual?
How?
See those statues? If we break the scaffolding holding that one up, the whole thing will come down on Solus.
It's risky. Interrupting a ritual of this scale will have consequences.
And what about the demons? Varric needs us to hold them off.
Right, you two stay here. I'll bring down the statue.
What? No. Stepping into all that raw magic is suicide.
The storm could tear you apart.
Anyone got a better idea?
Fine, but you'll need backup. I'm with you.
I'm a mage. I'll go.
Either way, someone needs to stay back and deal with the demons.
Let's go, Harding. Nev, keep the demons off us.
You got it.
Makes more sense for her. She's a mage. Mages would... Oh, I don't have any more potions. Alright, well, looks like the noob trial is over. It's time to play ball. This looks like the Mako full pit. You know, the stuff that Sephiroth falls into? Mako energy, Final Fantasy VII, the greatest Final Fantasy ever? With the greatest Final Fantasy protag and antagonist ever, Cloud Strife and Sephiroth?
This is it! Bring down that scaffolding!
Hey. I know what she's talking about.
Why?
Don't tell
Why
nobody.
tear down the veil, knowing all the lives it'll cost?
We shared a journey years ago. Do you believe that I would do this if there was some other better option?
The pillar's weak, but it isn't falling. We need to push it
With all the magic that y'all have, no way.
together. Now!
You came a long way and made a valiant effort, Varric, but this story does not end with my downfall.
Push!
Oof, this, I can't talk. Man, this,
Varric. Varric.
of course, the coolest guy has to go, huh?
Oh no, no, no.
See, Varric,
Flooding.
it pays to be the cool guy, man. Dang. Varric took an L for no reason. Guessing those are the Elder Elves that he trapped, that Solus trapped beforehand. Dang, that hit my head kind of hard. Dang, he was enough to split? Draw blood? Jeez. Dang.